My biggest challenge with relationships with women is I'm so damn committed to my work and shit. I gotta figure out how to invest my time and to include a partner in my life.
You
You
heard that,
know, that
ladies? Okay.
that's yo,
Please be
that's my biggest
single.
thing.
Okay.
That's my biggest thing. You know what I mean? Like I just be, I be, I be in my work. You know what I'm saying? And but then on the flip side, sometimes I meet women and they're used to dealing with these bumps. And when I say bums, I'm talking about dudes that ain't got shit figured out. They ain't got no vision. They can't tell you where they're going to be at in 5 years from now. They don't own nothing. They're not trustworthy. They don't have shit really going on.
Right.
And anytime a woman has dealt with a dude like that, they're always sonning him. They're really their child. They got to do everything for them. They got to, invest in their business ideas and I meet women like that, and you ain't got to come to me like that.
Right.
You ain't got to have no question with me about where I'm going to be at and what I'm doing. And I'm not finding myself. I know who the fuck I am. And I've been who I am for quite a long time, and I know exactly what I'm doing. Right? Um, so that sometimes is different for some women. Also they may come to me thinking that like, okay, sex is what's gonna do. And it's like, no, that's I'm not transactional.
You're
So
practicing retention.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I want to share myself with somebody I trust,
Right.
you know? So there's a lot of things that I do and there's a lot of responsibility that I have. And if I get caught up in the wrong situation or invested in the wrong person, a lot of the things that I do is going to suffer behind that.
Right.
So I have more trust in what it is that I do and not put myself in a position than going out here looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think about a lot of times us as males, we have a lot of work to do within ourselves and to be able to develop those type of safe spaces for each other. Because a lot of the conversations that I'm having right now, there's not, I mean, there's a few brothers that I'm close with that we can be honest like this. We can talk like, yeah, I was hurt by that relationship. Like, dudes ain't gonna say that. Like, I was hurt and I cried about that.
Mm-hmm.
I cried about seeing her. I went home and I cried when I saw her out with that other dude. Like, dudes ain't gonna say that because you ain't supposed to say shit like that. You a man and you hired all this other stuff. But we need to be open like that.
Right.
And there's not a lot of spaces for us to be genuine and open like that with one another.
Mm-hmm.
And that's necessary in us. That's necessary for us to evolve because women have already had those kind of spaces.
Right.
You can talk to one of your sisters and share things with her and be vulnerable and everything else. There's not many brothers that I could be like, you know what? I cried about that shit. I was hurt when she said this about me. You know what I'm saying? Or I was hurt when I seen her, posted these pictures on vacation when it was my birthday. When I wanted her to be with me. I was hurt.
Right.
I cried about that shit. Or I went and did this because I was hurt. Like, we don't be having them type of conversations.
Right.
And because we keep that shit bottled up, it affects us. But it's like shaking a pop bottle up with the top on. Eventually it
Mm-hmm.
explodes.
Right.
And a lot of the things that we go through consistently, you see a lot of us just as males just constantly exploding. And here's the thing, because we're not emotionally intelligent, we don't even know how to identify certain emotions.
Mm.
Now, we know what a happy face emoji looks like. We know what a sad emoji looks like. We know what a mad emoji looks like. But all of those other different emojis, anxiety, contemplation, all of those other different type of emojis, yo, a lot of us can't identify that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because a lot of us have never been taught to identify that. And because of that, women are already evolved to be able to identify all of those different emotions. You know, like if we were as emotionally intelligent as we should be able to recognize that if if we're expressing anger, that we really depressed. Some of us don't put that together.
Right.
We just think mad, happy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. And, you know, I really don't have time for a lot of adults that are not on this path. I don't have time for adults that's not on this path.
Right.
um, I invest some time in some younger children, young boys that are striving to develop and all of that other stuff. But I don't hang out with a bunch of dudes that's on bullshit like that.
Right. Right.
And I think too, that's why some guys have said I was arrogant and I don't make time and I don't respond to them and all this other stuff because I don't literally have time for bullshit. When I see dudes out here posturing and talking shit and they not really doing stuff in life, I don't hang out with that because I don't want to give nobody the impression that I co-sign that bullshit. You won't see me in no pictures with some people. You won't see me talking to some people, none of that. Because I don't want to give no kind of indication that I co-sign and I'm okay with that kind of bullshit. And because of that, some dudes try to paint me and say that I'm arrogant and I think I'm better than them and all this other stuff. No, you saying that. You're not saying I'm better than you. You saying that you feel like you're less.
Mm.
That's what you're really saying. And that's one thing my mother told me when I was young too. Always listen to the unspoken words.
Right.
And I don't, it's like I just do what I do. I keep, to myself. If there's brothers who are genuine and they're on this path of really striving to develop and evolve and they're striving to assist others, I'm down with that. But if not,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for that at all.
Right.
You know? but that's what it is. you know?
Any last words?
No, I just appreciate you just provide this space, because I just be working all the time. I really don't be. I mean, people that I may build with like often and stuff like that may know what I think or how I feel about certain things, but I usually don't share in this kind of capacity too often,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I appreciate you just providing this platform for me to have an opportunity to do that, and then I will that things that I've shared that some people is gonna take and use,
Mm-hmm.
and I would
No,
say
I.
out of all of the things, and I would say out of all of the things that I'm saying is like again, we're not in an age right now of men speaking your name in the room. Because you may feel good about that, but this man may not have no goddamn power. So speaking your name in the room don't mean nothing. You may feel warm and fuzzy inside, but
Right.
that really don't translate into shit.
Right. Right. Right.
If she has a business or she's doing certain stuff, help secure provisions for her.
Right.
Not because you want something, but because that is the righteous thing to do. And if you're not doing that, if you're not helping her get no resources or no money, then it's questionable whether or not you genuinely support her. You just
Right.
talking shit.
Right.
And usually you just talking shit because you want something from her that she can actually give you that's tangible. But you just giving her some damn words. So as women, don't settle for that. You know, if he's really about you or he's really an ally, expect him to be an instigator or an upstander. And I say instigator and upstander because I'm talking about somebody that's going to be proactive in doing something for you to support what it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not waiting for you to tell him and all. No, let him watch and see what he gonna do. If he ain't doing shit, then you already know that he's treating you in a transactional way. You just figure out what you need to utilize him for. But don't expect him to go above and beyond that because he has not shown that he has the capacity or the interest to do that. And you got to be honest about that.
Right.
Because if not, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're dumbing down your power and ability to accept somebody that has no vision, has no ambition, no work ethic, and you don't know where the fuck he's going in life.
Right.
But wherever it is he's going, you riding on that train right now because your identity is based upon who he is according to this society. But you can't accept that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be you, do what it is that you need to do. And those who are genuinely striving to support you will be a part of that journey. If not, they're not a part of that journey.
Right.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you for making the time because, like you said, you're very busy. You got a lot of things. You got arms of an octopus, all that stuff. So I
Yeah.
really appreciate you making the time and sharing these
Yeah.
words of
I
wisdom
appreciate
with
you
the
too.
ladies and even the brothers here on the live. So yeah,
Yeah.
anytime. You know, I always said that anytime. Like if there's anything you want to talk about, if you're like, yo, B, let's do it live.
Okay. Okay.
I've said that before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. When I got something else I feel like saying, I'll let you know.
yeah.
Most of the time I'll be in my head like,
Well, you know what you do? You do your own lives and you'll like start. I was like, oh, okay, he's doing a live right now. Huh.
yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that shit randomly.
I
Like,
know, right?
I got something I want to share, and
Yeah.
I just share it. Yeah.
Yes, no questions. I guess we're all clear minds, right? Clear minds.
Okay. And then people, if they want any more, you know, insights about anything or whatever, or they could always reach out to me.
You want to tell people any updates or anything what you're up to or doing within your community and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I got 2 more weeks of my school year, and then
Uh-huh.
as you know, I've been doing my renovation project on my Atlantis School for Gifted Youngsters. So, I'm just about complete with that. And then this summer, I'm working on a number of public art projects that I'm coordinating here in my city, and then
Mm-hmm.
also at my Underground Railroad Heritage Center, some of the community programming that I do there. So it's going to be a more flexible summer for me than usual because I usually do like youth camps in the summertime, but I'm not going to be doing that this summer. I'm focusing more on some public art initiatives and this museum work. But yeah, I'll be traveling a little bit more as well. So I haven't really gone any place other than business in a minute. So I'm looking
You see
forward
me
to
clapping,
doing
right?
something like that.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Anusha's with her mom, Malika.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But thank you again.
Okay.
It was
Thank you.
amazing. I was just like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was amazing having first beautiful Ciasia, then my girl Ray, and now you. I think it flowed perfectly and
Mm,
stuff.
no
I don't know
doubt.
if you got to catch the last one, but yeah, I feel like it's all in alignment. So, and I'm just
Yeah.
trying to just be obedient to what I call spirit. I was like, okay, let me do this live. Let me reach out and ask and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, yep. I'm like, okay, great. And
Mm-hmm.
I felt like all these words of wisdom were very timely for people. People would just hit me in my inbox and be like, oh, that was on point. I needed that. That was encouraging. So I'm
Good.
grateful to everyone kind of shared. And most likely I know I'll hear from people about this live and stuff. So I'm excited.
Cool. Cool.
So
No doubt. All right.
yay. I appreciate you
Yeah.
too, Jewel.
Yeah, Jules, she all over the place right now. I
She's
seen
on
in terms of
tour. She
traveling.
on tour.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, I'm
on
liking the
tour.
pictures I've seen. Yeah.
Right. All right
Yeah.
then.
All
Peace to
right,
you
Queen.
guys. You have a great
Peace.
evening.
All right, you too, Queen. Peace.